Hey guys, hello. Woo! Oh dear God. Hi Connor. Let's see. Let me find. Hey Jarvion, I just checked your channel and you went live immediately after I checked your channel. That's funny. Let me quickly pull the chat up on my phone. Because obviously today, Bikini Bottom Rehydrated got shown off a bit. And I want to analyze the gameplay footage. It's not going to be like a super in-depth analysis kind of thing. It's just going to be a basic, like, look through what we saw and kind of analyze it. We're not going to talk much about Luigi Mansion 3 today, so any questions you have on that, I might not exactly get to, because today I want to focus on Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Now, one of the main things, people are complaining about how this game looks during one of the towns. Oh, really? Maybe I'll take a look at it, but Pokemon really isn't my cup of tea, so. The one thing to keep in mind, guys, a lot of people are saying how rough this game looks. And how people are not happy with how the game's coming out. Keep in mind that this is very, very early in development. It is in the pre-alpha stages. So it's very, very early, like ridiculously early. So I am personally not going to judge the game based on how it looks, how it controls, if it's glitchy or buggy. I'm not going to look at that. I'm just looking at this as a perspective of, does this look like it's going to be a good follow-up to Battle for Bikini Bottom? That's how I'm going to look at the game. Got an emergency alert in my area by flash flood. Now, I got one of those yesterday because my area was flooding pretty bad. And but yeah, it's probably not much to worry about. Because flooding, it's flooding. I mean, unless it's something really, really bad, then make sure to stay safe. I mean, if you're going to get a flash flood, if it's going to be bad flooding, don't watch my stream. Be safe. Make sure you're in a safe place. High ground, that kind of stuff. Away from electrical outlets. It's Unreal Engine 4. I believe this game is developed in Unreal Engine 4. So one thing to keep in mind is you guys can hear the music. You guys can hear the music in the background. So it seems like they are putting the Jellyfish Fields theme from Battle for Bikini Bottom over the footage. That's what it seems like, unless they take it off some point. But do keep in mind also that they actually are keeping the original themes, the original songs from the original game. So any new soundtrack pieces that they make would be for any new content, like new levels or something like that. It seems like they're going with the original music just as it was in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, and it seems to be the same with sound effects, and with like jumping sound effects and hitting sound effects and voice lines. Those all seem to be the same exact thing from Battle for Bikini Bottom, which I personally don't care about. I wish they redid the music. I wish that the music was new. I do kind of wish it was new. But, it is what it is. The memories, yeah, I know. That, like, the Jellyfish Fields theme in particular brings back so many memories. That's why it's weird that I think that the music should be different. That the music, or not different, but, like, revital, or, like, a different version of the same song. It should be, you know, redone for 2019. But I'm not gonna complain because the music in the game overall is great. I can't think of a level that has bad music. So I don't think it's gonna be. Usually games like this are usually pretty good with non-copywriting music. So talking about the game actually looks really good. I mean, for pre-alpha stage, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is a pre-alpha, like, very, very early on. So I'm definitely not complaining of what we're seeing. So, hold on. Is there a point where, like... Okay, so let's watch a... Hold on. Let me select a different video. I want one that has the sound effects and all that. Okay, so this one here. Okay. This one for Smash. Yeah, this is not gonna be copyrighted. So the thing is, obviously, since this is taking place at Gamescom, there's a lot of background noise. So yeah, the game definitely looks good. The one thing I'll complain about is this part here. That looks a bit rough, but that's also one of those things, like I said earlier, it could be improved over time, because that's the hard part about all this, right? Is that this is pre-alpha footage, right? So this is really, really early in development. So we can't make too many judgments based off of this. That's where everyone was shocked with Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion 3's initial gameplay footage was probably pre-alpha or alpha. You know, that was really, really early, so it looked really, really rough. And now the game is polished, everyone's like, wow, this looks great. So it's probably going to be the same kind of thing with this game, where now it looks kind of rough around the edges. Sorry, I hit the mic. It's rough around the edges, you know? It doesn't look that great, it doesn't look that polished. But when the game's starting to get near release, it's going to look a lot better. Sound effects. It's possible sound effects. Sound effects are in there. We do, like, you know, you guys probably won't be able to hear it from this live stream, but if you listen closely, you can hear sound effects. They are the same sound effects from the original game. You know, like SpongeBob's voice lines are all the same. The jumping music is the same. The attacking music is the same. So, I mean, that I'm completely fine with. They don't really need to change that, because those are just little things. Like I said, though, I just wish the music was different, personally, but... flood in my area is really, really bad. Flood enough to push people to swim. Well, yeah, make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you... like, if it's an actual, like, emergency, don't watch my stream. Make sure you're doing something to make sure you're safe. Make sure you're high ground. Make sure, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, be safe. I better hear back from you. Hey, Ari, how you doing? So, okay, so this is something... Let's go back. One weird thing is that these things, they're colored weirdly. Because if you remember, in the original game, they were like a pinkish color. So I don't know why they changed those. I mean, it's not a bad change. It's just one that I'm like, it's a weird change. Who cares about safety? Maybe. I don't know. So... The one thing I'll say that looks pretty good is SpongeBob's animations. Like, you know, when he gets scared, he's doing that running animation, you know. I will say, though, I'm not the biggest fan of the SpongeBob model that they used. Like, I'll show you, like, a part later that he's in that looks a little bit rough, but... Here's what's the name. I mean, I was lying. Oh, you were lying about that? So, yeah, one thing that's weird is it looks like you can get up there. Like, you can see kind of there's, like, ledges or something up here. I wonder if you can get up there.
From scratch is a complete neu.
They actually, I'll mention something that thing I was thinking about later. So these are the new tikis. The regular tikis are a little more red than usual. Like in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, they were very brown. They were like a very wood-like texture. But these are going for a more like red, yellow kind of look. It looks like something that would be in the Sand Kingdom, or whatever that kingdom was. You know, the kingdom with a lot of sand. It looks like it would fit in there with that color scheme. But the Emerald Sealer is true. So you need sleep for tomorrow. Sure, but I'll be fine. I mean, I'm not going to stream for too long anyways. Maybe until, or maybe like 40 minutes. The world, Fire Emblem Warriors. Fire Emblem Warriors, that's an interesting choice. That game came out a while ago. I'm thinking about maybe try Three Houses. Go for it. Let me know how Three Houses is, because I'm kind of curious on that game. So yeah, SpongeBob's animations look pretty cool. The one thing I'm not completely sold on was that scene right there. Like, you know, SpongeBob like doing his up thing. See, I don't know if you can hear there, but that's the music. You can hear a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can really hear that at all. Good night. Good night, Abel.
Ja, für sehr viele, für fast eine ganze Generation war es ja das erste Spiel, was sie auf der PlayStation gespielt haben damals. Also ich bin jetzt schon ein Ticken zu alt tatsächlich.
But yeah, like the game itself, it looks good. Like for as early as it is, the game visually, like looking at this, it looks good. And obviously it's at a pretty, don't want to open that. It feels like it's at a lower resolution. Yeah, it's at 720. So it's definitely not at the top resolution, so it probably looks a lot better in person. Oops. So they changed the name of shiny objects to shiny things. So that's one change that they've made. I don't know why they've made this change, but I mean, I don't care about it. It's just a small change. It's such a small change. Final Warriors, I have to train to get more Maker 2. I really want to back. I don't want to give it up. It's one of those games I've asked before. Yeah, cool beans. It's like Hyrule Warriors, right? But that cutscene actually looks a lot better than it did before. The checkpoint thing looks really weird. Just pops out of nowhere, and it's weird that they. Was it always like that, where the point was like in green font? I never realized that, if it is the case, but it's definitely noticeable now. It should definitely be consistent, because that's kind of bothering me. So, here are the new fodder robots. They look cool. I think the animations for the robots could use a little bit of work, but like I said, it's an early build of the game, so I don't expect them to be perfect. Let's see here. Freaking love the Warriors game, so addicting. Something else I have to do is because anime is really satisfying. True. So there's one of the Freezy fruit that Patrick can use. What's weird is that this fodder robot, like the other one had like a red circle and like a yellow dot on top. This one's all green. So that kind of looks more in line of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. Hold on. Oh, you kind of get a better shot of it there. Hold on. I'm interested in getting chased by the ghost. It's in a game call video I saw. Link it in my Discord or something, because I kind of want to see that. Yeah, see, like, look, that ghost, I'm kind of thinking of Luigi Mansion now. That robot looks very much like the original Battle for Bikini Bottoms, because it got the green thing. The other one had red. So there's a teleport box. You might not be able to see it, because my head's my head's in the way, so you can't really see that. Oh, there you go. Better. The teleport boxes are there. I mean, obviously they're back. There's a huge part of the, it was a huge part of the original game. So this attack looks very similar to its sex from the movie game. Yeah, because they basically are the same.
ist wirklich genau so,
So there are the flying tikis. They didn't change really that much.
genau alle Levels, alle Witze, alles.
Just more detail in their animation, it looks like.
Zusätzlich machen wir halt einfach noch ein paar Goodies, die man heutzutage einfach auch jetzt bauen kann, die damals gefehlt haben.
Kommen dann auch einige.
It looks kind of rigid though, like the gameplay. I don't know. It just seems like rigid. I don't know how to describe it.
Original rausgenommen wurden, wie
But then again, like I said, that's something that they could fix in the future.
zum Beispiel der Roboter Thaddeus Boss oder das Handschuh, das Level in der Handschuhwelt.
Genau, also das.
So one thing I'll say is that. There we go. That looks like a new area you can go up. Like, yeah, because there's like a floating tiki back there. So yeah, I'm presuming you could go up this path. But I don't know what's up there because obviously that wasn't in the original game. So there's probably something up there. But I don't know what.
Das sind eben so diese Kleinigkeiten, wo wir sagen können, gut, da verändern wir das Original nicht, weil ein Meisterwerk tut man nicht ummalen und macht jetzt der Mona Lisa kein Schnurrbart. Aber wir können quasi zusätzlich einfach so quasi deleted scenes mäßig, wie bei einer Special Edition, können wir quasi sagen, okay, diesen...
Hold on, wait, what did he just say?
Deleted scenes mäßig, wie bei einer Special Edition.
Special edition? So is there going to be a special edition of this game? I mean, he's speaking German, so I have no clue what he's saying. But, like, special edition, that kind of stands out a little bit. Is there going to be a special edition of this game?
Roboter Thaddeus Boss, von dem es damals eine Zeichnung gab, wie der hätte sein sollen, aber er wurde nie gemacht. Und da schauen wir halt, dass wir den so bauen, wie er wahrscheinlich gedacht war.
Yeah, so there's no cutscene for that yet with the barrels rising. But that'll definitely change. I'm presuming there'll be something for that. So socks and underwear are in bubbles now, but what's really weird about it, with the exception of this, well, the socks obviously are an exception, but with the underwear, the bubbles don't disappear. So I'm presuming underwear respawns after a little while? Which, like, you know, would be cool. Creepy, abandoned, rundown, carnival floor with creepy clowns. Yeah, that'd be cool. For Luigi's Mansion 3? Yeah, so he's just talking about the multiplayer there. Maybe they'll show that off. So there, you saw SpongeBob's sneaking move a bit there. Oh no, the bubble does disappear. Oh, okay. So he must be walking through ones that you can't grab. Okay.
Und wie weit ist es schon?
I wonder if there's like English subtitles I could turn on.
Also wir werden in den Zuge der nächsten Monaten wird es immer wieder neue Einblicke geben und ich glaube, die Leute werden sich...
So here's the scene with Gary. Usually you could go... Come on, mouse. Why is my mouse not working? Okay, my mouse is being funny. So you could usually go up there that way, and then you have the bungee jump. But he doesn't go up there, so I'm presuming that's not ready yet, or they're going to show that off another time. There's the button over there, but we're going to see that. King Jellyfish, I think that's new. So that must be the timer for the demo, because I think it's probably a time demo. I thought this looks really great. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. It just needs, obviously, a lot more polishing. A lot more polishing. Something that's actually really cool. Hold on, let me go back here. Something that's really cool is that they put a lot of detail into the environment, so you can see like the broken robot pieces here. I think they had some of those in the original game, but they definitely weren't as common. Like, you know, there's more one there too. It just shows how many robots there are in this environment. Okay, so we're gonna go into our first like legit cutscene here. They also do a floor based on New England 1700 based on the New World. Guys. The way he weighs like George Washington War. That's going into Mario Rabbids territory, if you get what I mean. So here... So this part's fine. This is where I see the problems in SpongeBob's model. It just looks weird. Like, I don't... Like, there's just something about SpongeBob's model that I'm just, like, not sure about. Like, his... Oh, there we go. His pupils are normal. But yeah, there's just something about his model that I'm just, like... I mean, again, it's pre-alpha. So it is far from done. But I don't know. I'm just not quite feeling his model yet. Hey there, Luke. I don't have a link, but I just opened Luigi to the game. It's called Game Crew. Okay, I'll look that up after this video's finished, because this is going to wrap up pretty soon.
Also wer 3D
So I'm actually okay with the model. It just looked weird at first. I think it's also this cutscene that's just kind of awkward.
für Fans einfach des Genres, also wer 3D-Plattformer mag, auch aus dieser Ära, wo so viel verschiedenes Gameplay ist, du kannst...
The hammer robot looks really, really cool.
Du kannst dich in einen Ball verwandeln, du kannst mit deiner Unterhose Bungee-Jumping machen und so weiter und so weiter.
Okay, he just mentioned bungee jumping.
Es ist auch einfach nur ein extrem lustiges Spiel, das man schnell...
What's weird is that, like, I mean, maybe it's just because of how this person's playing, but they're using the ground pound ability a lot. They're not showing much of, like, the manual, like, bubble wand attack. Getting in, you'll see it.
Du nimmst den Controller und du verstehst es sofort und du kannst es sofort spielen und es ist lustig. Und wenn du dann noch SpongeBob-Fan bist, dann ist es überhaupt die Ultimate Experience.
So there's the bubble bowl thing up there, so that's still intact.
Vielen, vielen Dank. Also für alle, die es 2003 schon gespielt haben und...
Okay, so that's that. So let me just get out here. Let me look up this Luigi's Mansion 3 thing you're talking about. What's this called? Channel called Game Crew? Oh, all caps. Game Crew. Oh no, I'm not seeing anything. Hold on. But you said he typed in Luigi's 3. Luigi's Mansion 3 Gamescom. Okay, this might be the video you're talking about. Oh, I see it. Yeah. So it's Luigi being chased by the ghost. Okay, so they're playing the same demo that was shown off, that I played. The same demo that I played. But what if they still show something new? Wait. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. It wouldn't. Marigu sounds weird because like Guigi it works because Guigi, Luigi it sounds the same, but Mario, Marigu doesn't. It doesn't really sound the same. So yeah. So yeah, I don't think there's anything really new in that particular screenshot to point out. I'm trying to zoom into it, but it's not letting me zoom in. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really new in that screenshot. But Luigi Mansion 3 is being shown off on Friday, so we'll see a lot more of it then. I think they're going to play a new area. Looks like Lime Jello. I mean, kind of does. Marcio. Let's see. Filter today. Okay, so let me do this. let's watch this. This is from Teal Game Master, and they did a side-by-side comparison of the two games. Yeah, Rehydrated looks ages better. Like, obviously with the improved the improved textures, the improved lighting, improved everything. Yeah, it just looks better by miles. I think they really changed it over so much. Freaking hell, let's different approach to the document. It just really goes. Yeah, true. Yeah, the Luigi Mansion 3 is definitely looking to stack up quite well. That's a texture. That's weird. About using human poop as a texture. So, yeah, so underwear and socks are now in bubbles. That's a weird addition, but... yeah, see, like the tikis are brownish here, and here they're more of like a yellow and a red combination. Heard of Low Tier God? He's the biggest release in the entire fighting game community. No joke, never heard of him. Welcome, Sackboy. So yeah, like I said, these were pink earlier, so now they're like a purpley, bluish, chrome kind of color. They seem to have gotten rid of these rocks. Yeah. What else? Yeah, it just looks like looking at this, it just looks loads better.
Bitte bringt uns doch dieses Spiel zurück. Das ist einfach das beliebteste SpongeBob-Spiel, das jemals gegeben hat.
Yeah, see, like there is just something more satisfying about the original Battle for Bikini Bottom, like ground pound. He blocks people just for being in Smash. Do you have Chase? I don't. Do you mean like Chase Bank? I don't use them. You're not allowed to play against him unless you lose. Interesting. So yeah, look at this ground pound. I don't know, it just looks more satisfying on the left.
Aber natürlich, wir remaken es from scratch, also komplett neu, mit Unreal Engine 4. Und da kannst du einfach ganz andere Sachen machen, visuell, man sieht es schaut einfach ganz viel schöner aus, du kannst viel besser diese Welt wiedergeben, die Leute so gern mögen. Und ja, die Leute wollen es einfach wieder haben und manche wollen es auch jetzt vielleicht mit ihren Kindern spielen und so weiter und denen zeigen, warum das ihr Lieblingsspiel war damals.
Ja, genau, weil du hast es gerade schon gesagt.
You see, yeah, there's something, so it seems like, I don't know how you could tell, but it seems like the tikis in Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, they fall down slower. It's just like the physics in general are slower. It's like you're in space, kind of. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, it's really like look how slow the tikis on the right fall. Like they take their time, and then these ones they just fall down right away.
Von vielen Leuten das Lieblingsspiel gewesen, aber nicht nur das, sondern es war ja für sehr viele, für fast eine ganze Generation war es ja das erste Spiel, was sie auf der PlayStation gespielt haben damals.
But yeah, but this looks miles better than that.
Also ich bin jetzt schon einen Ticken zu alt tatsächlich, ich falle da gerade so noch raus, aber ich weiß von ganz vielen, vor allem nachdem...
Yeah, I mean, like it just looks like, oh, night and day. I love it. It looks great.
Das habt ihr
I can't wait to see them really polish this game up. I'm honestly I'll talk about possible release dates in a bit.
Dieses Jahr angekündigt wurde, das ging ja total durch die Decke und
ja, Childhood Memories.
Ja, genau.
Und
so there's that cutscene. That looks really good.
Also es ist wirklich wir bleiben sehr nah am Original, wir verändern primär die Dinge, die sich einfach...
So, oh yeah, so the checkpoint, the font is the same for both check and point. Either that or it's very... Actually, no, I think it is different. But it's very subtly different to where, like, I can barely notice. Why is there no sound now? That's... Oh, because I hit the mute button.
Systeme und lauter solche Sachen, die
so, yeah.
gar nicht mehr mehr so ganz erinnert, dass das damals vielleicht nicht so gut war. Aber wir versuchen quasi das Spiel so zu machen, dass die Leute das Gefühl haben, ah, so war das damals. Obwohl es auf vielen Ecken getweakt ist. Und ansonsten, also das Hauptspiel ist wirklich genau...
So there's no question mark signs.
Genau alle Levels, alle Witze, alle Action und so weiter. Und
Well, that's weird. They actually also didn't have that animated. These. Where? These. They didn't have them moving side to side. They were just stationary. Like, see, they're just stationary. It's weird. I have an idea for a series of a moveset series. What, for like Smash Brothers? Out of the closet. For like Smash Brothers? The thing is, I don't, like, I'm not a Smash Bro. Like, I don't play Smash Brothers much. Like, it's just, like, I'm not the person that would benefit from making that kind of series. Because I don't really play Smash Brothers much. I mean, you didn't miss much, really. We're just going through the Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated gameplay and such. One thing I'll also compliment is I'm kind of waiting for it to come back, kinda. But the water, or I guess goo, in this game, in Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, looks a lot better.
Aber wir können quasi zusätzlich einfach so quasi deleted scenes mäßig wie bei einer Special Edition können.
That's something that's making me really curious. He said deleted scenes and then special edition. That's got me curious.
Quasi zusätzlich einfach so quasi deleted scenes mäßig wie bei einer Special Edition.
I might try to see if I could like get that bit translated or something, because I really want to know what he said there. Because if there's going to be like a special edition of this game, that'd be super, super cool. Take my money. Only just 3 come out. Doesn't say when it would be released this year. All I know for that Luigi's Mansion 3 figure is it might come out in October. At the very end of October. That's what a toy website said that has partnerships with the first 4 figures. It said October. But, like, it's also possible that they're wrong. It's also possible that the website just doesn't know the date. It was a placeholder date. We don't know.
Können wir quasi sagen, okay, diesen Roboter Thaddeus-Boss, von dem es damals eine Zeichnung gab, wie der hätte sein sollen, aber er wurde nie gemacht. Und da schauen wir halt, dass wir den so bauen, wie er wahrscheinlich...
So yeah, there's no cutscene for when the barrels rise.
Traumwelt quasi.
It's not my video. It's someone else's video. So, like, I'm watching their video and looking at the side-by-side of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom and the rehydrated version. So this is someone's video. Like, someone made this, not me. It was Teal Game Master. They are the ones that did this.
Die man quasi sogar frei hacken kann im alten Spiel, so ein bisschen, so einen Grobentwurf. Und den bauen wir eben jetzt voll aus.
Yeah, you see, like, like here, like this whole section here just looks so plain. Meanwhile, here, it's like it's got a lot more character. There's like plants growing. There's a robot piece right there. You know, there's just a lot more character to it. So let's talk about multiplayer. So yeah, it looks like you're able to go up here. I don't know what you would be able to do up here, but they've got something going on up here. I'm like, soon, okay.
Einem Freund gemeinsam oder einer Freundin gemeinsam Horden von Robotern gemeinsam wegprügeln kann, weil eben viele Leute.
So yeah, so it looks like you could still use these things to get to Jellyfish Rock. What was up there? Was it a Patrick sock? Because I don't think it was a golden spatula. I think it was a sock.
Einer der Dinge, wo die Leute besonders beim Announcement sich sehr drüber gefreut haben, ist...
So yeah, so I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Viele Leute, das war einer der Dinge, wo die Leute besonders beim Announcement sich sehr drüber gefreut haben.
I don't know if you can hear that sound effect, but it is the same sound effect from Battle for Bikini Bottom. So like I said, they are using the same sound effects, they are using the same music. Which, like I said, I really don't care about. I wish they did something with the music. Like, I wish it got also remade, but I guess it, you know, keeps to the feel of the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game is getting talked about a lot tomorrow.
wenn man dann Patrick
So yeah, this is
sieht,
obviously
man kann
not done.
3 Charakter spielen, du kannst SpongeBob spielen, Patrick spielen und Sandy spielen, je nachdem welches Level brauchst du den anderen, um da irgendwie durchzukommen.
But yeah, they're talking about this game a lot in the next couple days, or basically tomorrow. So I don't know really, like I don't know what. Why is this there? Okay, there we go. I don't know why. Wait, hold on. Let me look side by side here.
Wie die jetzt neue Designs und so in super High Detail, wenn sie dann sehen, wie die jetzt neue Designs und so in super High Detail und auch für Fans einfach des Genres, also wer 3D-Plattformer mag, auch aus dieser Ära, wo so viel
I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of look the same, those two cutscenes there.
Und auch für Fans einfach des Genres, also wer 3D-Plattformer.
So yeah, so I mean, obviously, I'm still not convinced on SpongeBob's model yet. Sorry, I hit the mic. I'm not convinced on SpongeBob's model yet. Not quite convinced, but like I think he's. Hold on, let me go back here.
Super High Detail und auch für Fans einfach des Genres.
So I think some of his features should be bigger. I think his eyes should be bigger. I think he as a whole should be bigger. Because SpongeBob here is, I think their width is the same, but this SpongeBob's taller. Which that doesn't faze me too much, but I don't know. Like his features here are really small. Like his mouth is his mouth is like way smaller here. I guess this is getting into nitpicking territory, but I don't know. This SpongeBob model isn't quite doing it for me yet. So I do hope that they improve his. And they're gonna. Like I said, this is pre-alpha, very very early. So I want everyone to understand that like I'm not really trying to say that this game looks bad and I'm worried for it, because remember with Luigi's Mansion 3, that game started off not looking great, and look at where it is now. So, you know, I mean, and this game is already looking great. I mean, look at the original here, and then look at this. Like it's just miles better. So, I think we have nothing to worry about in terms of the game looking great. Yeah.
Also wer 3D-Plattformer mag, auch aus dieser Ära, wo so viel verschiedenes Gameplay ist. Du kannst auf seiner Zunge herumskaten, du kannst dich in einen Ball verwandeln, du kannst mit deiner Unterhose Bungee-Jumping machen und so weiter und so weiter.
But yeah, the hammer robot looks really cool.
Ein lustiges Spiel, dass man schnell nimmst den Controller und du verstehst es sofort und du kannst es sofort spielen und es ist lustig. Und wenn du dann noch SpongeBob-Fan bist, dann ist es überhaupt die Ultimate Experience.
Sehr cool. Vielen, vielen Dank. Also für alle, die es 2003 schon gespielt haben und für alle, die es noch nicht gespielt haben.
So yeah, I do think this game is going to be shown off more tomorrow. I think this game's going to be shown off more tomorrow, and I won't be able to live stream much tomorrow. Possibly I will be able to tomorrow night. It completely depends on how I feel. Yeah, I really don't have much more planned for you guys, because there's not much else that we learned today. Luigi's Mansion gets shown off Friday, like I said. Mario Party gets shown off on Saturday, and I'm probably going to do a video, or probably a couple videos, depending on how much news we learn about Super Mario Party, next week, about Luigi's Mansion 3 and Mario Party, you know, so if big information. I'm presuming Luigi's Mansion will just get like a new area shown for the for a gameplay, you know, segment for like the Nintendo live stream. But Mario Party is the one that kind of makes me scratch my head a bit. So not quite sure what they're gonna do with that just yet. But I guess that's really it. There's not much else to cover here. You know, we literally just saw 5 minutes of Jellyfish Fields, and it was mainly just the beginning segment. Though I feel tomorrow we might see more. Though, like I said, this game is still in very early development, so I might take back what I said yesterday as to what I think we'll see of this game. I don't think we'll see the hub world. I literally think it'll just be Jellyfish Fields and maybe some of the multiplayer. I think that's what we'll see. But that's all tomorrow, guys. And I know I've only streamed for about 40 minutes, but there's really not much else to go on here. It's just, very minimal information learned here. So, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to head to sleep now. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video or stream, whichever comes first.